Welcome to another special edition of the SEMAJ MINDSPA. You know, the mind is the ultimate frontier where consciousness resides, where we create reality. And the spa, that's the space in which you remove toxins and you invigorate and energize. Special edition today, we're talking about vaccine hesitancy and KFC and phone cards. What an interesting combination. Vaccine hesitancy, huh? Combined with KFC and phone cards. Now, listen, as a psychologist, one of the things I'm challenged to do is to change behavior. And as you know, we have seen something recently, and I predicted it would work. And it not only worked, but it worked very, very well. What am I talking about? Now, if you remember this, a couple of weeks ago, Spectrum Management had a vaccine blitz, and they had turned about 150 people. And they gave all the persons who participated in the vaccine blitz a free KFC voucher and a digital phone card. Now, prior to that, I had done a workshop with the SMA board and also with the managers. Again, looking at the issue of vaccine hesitancy and what to do about it. And one of the things that we demonstrated, we shared with them that you can move beyond vaccine hesitancy using a psychosocial approach. Now, the method was repeated again. This time, over 800 persons turned up and were vaccinated. In return, what did they get? A voucher for KFC and a phone card. It worked. Folks, I've been trying to share this with the nation for a while now. Trying to change people's behavior is problematic. You can't change behavior by press conferences and press releases. One of the things that has happened, when you try to change behavior, the first mistake is to assume that people are rational. People are not rational. The second mistake is to assume that people are eager to change. They are not. The third mistake is to assume that once somebody knows things the way you know them, they will now choose what you choose. That's not true. That's not the way human behavior works. And when we're dealing with vax hesitancy, the psychosocial model shows me that one, you cannot change an objector. Somebody's in an objection, that's hardcore, that's hardwire. But on the other hand, you may nudge the objector to hesitancy. And once you get them to hesitancy, you can nudge them to acceptance. It works. Now, the problem we have with the vaccine hesitancy situation is that what we now have demonstrated is that you're most likely to change behavior with KFC and phone card than with press conference and press releases. It has worked 2 times, and the second time was even stronger. Why is this so? We now have a situation globally where cognitive distortion, cognitive biases are fueling vaccine hesitancy. The brain is a terrible source at processing complex information and issues that are rare and emotionally loaded risk. Instead, what the brain does, it relies on shortcuts to perceive the information. And now when you are bombarded with negative information coming out of an era of alternative facts and global conspiracy theories, the brain consumes this largely. There are several cognitive biases behind any vaccination decision that must be addressed. Without this, you can't move the people. These cognitive biases are extremely common for most medical decisions. So this is not anything new. Not anything new at all. So we must get past the cognitive biases first. These are the cognitive biases. I've identified 12. The dominant one is number 1, conspiratorial belief. You cannot change conspiracy theories with logic, with information. Why? The conspiracy theory is based on a series of unconnected, selected facts. And then those facts are mixed with a special secret sauce. You don't have access to the secret sauce, so you can't change the behavior. At the other extreme, we have the number 12, the Don Quixote bias. Their people, their job is just to tilt at windmills. No matter what you say, they want to come out full blast and show you why they know say it can't work. So we now have something that works, folks. Vaccine hesitancy. More likely to be changed with KFC and a phone card. Now, why is this? Why does this work? Quite simple. Most people have no valid reason for resisting the vaccine. Look at the biases. We have outlined them all here. No valid reason. All made up cognitive biases. So since they have no valid reason for not taking the vaccine, give them a valid reason for taking it. What's a valid reason? All right, we'll take it for the phone card. All right, we'll take the KFC. Simple as that. Provide a valid reason, because what they currently have is no valid reason, and it works. So we're seeing a situation that the cognitive biases can be overridden. The cognitive biases can be overridden no matter which one they come with. The illusion of causality, the profiling bias. Number 9 here, fear of needle bias. Do you understand that a lot of people who are resisting the vaccine, they're just deathly afraid of needles? And we're doing all this vaccination in a public space where people are subjected to public observation. My next prediction: you continue with the phone card and KFC. Add one more twist to it. What is this? A little screen area where persons can go behind the screen. They want to just ask the nurse a question. They want to ask the doctor a question. They will go behind the screen and ask the nurse a question, quote unquote, and then what they will do, they will take their vaccination. Why? They will hide and juke. They don't want to do it in the public spectacle. They don't want these people to see them bawling and crying and going, especially those big bad man don't take vaccine. Most of them are terrified of vaccination, terrified of needles. Give them a chance to hide and juke. So we're saying up the ante. KFC, phone card, and the option to do it privately. These are my predictions. You do this, folks, and you see the numbers will be going up, because we will have now identified how to get beyond the vaccine hesitancy to a large extent. You are more likely to change vaccine hesitancy with KFC, phone card, and hide and juke option than with press conference, press releases, and coercion. My prediction. Let's see how we pan out.